Hi guys, Rowan back with another video on the Uno build. So just to give you guys a quick rundown before we start with the video, today we're going to be doing our distribution setup using a few of these big A&L fuses. Now they've got 200 amp fuses in them. I've got two of them. So one of them, I know a lot of oaks is going to be asking why we're going to need a fuse for our negative. Well, just to give you guys a bit of a hint, the fuse is not really going to be there to fuse anything, it's just to distribute power over the block. So as you guys may know, we've got one battery at the back, so we need a point to get all our wires connected on. Otherwise we're going to have a big bundle up on the one terminal on the battery. So this is a quick and easy solution, getting yourself one of these and doing it this way, which I'm going to show you now as well. Basically then what else we're going to do, we're going to be wiring up the 4-channel real quick. The 4-channel's already set up and tuned, everything is done on it. I don't have to change anything, just need to wire it up, because as you guys may know, before the box was in, the 4-channel was just in the vehicle just around the mid, so it was literally just disconnected from power, took out of the vehicle and put the box in and fasten it to the box itself. So yeah, basically today is just going to be a little bit of a wiring episode, so if you folks are interested in that, please stay tuned and we'll make this one a fun one. So yeah, let's start with our distribution blocks. So let me just move the camera here. Okay, so basically our distro blocks are going to come here. We're going to have our negative on the bottom and our positive on the top or on the side. I'm thinking of doing it on the side perhaps, and then the other Raptor 6900 is going to mount here. Okay, so let's start with our distribution blocks. So basically what we're going to need is the A&L fuse itself, okay, and then a few screws just to fasten it to the box or your amp rack or whatever. Later on we will be changing these out to solid copper bars, but for now we're just going to run it this way. It works exactly the same. I know there's going to be a few people who's going to say, yeah, it's not going to work the same. Trust me, it does. I've tested it, it works the same. Only problem is when you pull over 200 amps of current, the fuse is gonna pop. So yeah, then your shit's gonna switch off. So that's why I would recommend, if you don't have the bucks to make a full-on bus bar and so on, just buy a few of these A&Ls. Get yourself a small solid copper bar that's the length of the fuse basically, with 2 holes in it, and just put that over there. Then you've got a solid copper connection. Okay, so let's fasten this baby up. So we've got the bottom screw in. Let me just remove this fuse before we damage it. Just want to do it on both and get it done. So this is going to be quite a long episode, so I hope you guys are ready for it. So yeah, I'm going to talk just a bit about the vehicle. So I've noticed a few of the oaks asked me, am I going to deaden the Uno at all, or is it solid enough? What's the deal with that? So basically, back when I was still SPLing the 2 Mofo 12s, I did deaden the whole vehicle from the roof to the floor in the back, the side panels, the boot lid. So the roof is 2 layers Autofun gold, and then sorry, excuse me guys, I'm getting a bit hot in here. The roof is 2 layers Autofun gold, and our boot lid is 1 layer, our side panels is 1 layer, and the floor also has 2 layers on it. So yeah, basically it is deadened quite a bit, but definitely in the near future I will be deadening it some more, because I see I still got a lot of flex on the roof, even though I've got 2 layers on it, but there's no rattles or funny noises coming from it, so I think it ought to be fine for now. So yeah, that's basically the deadening setup in the vehicle. Yeah, so definitely going to be upgrading that in the future, adding a few more layers, but for now I'm perfectly happy with it. There's absolutely no issues. So yeah guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the build vid so far. I know this is something different to what we normally do here on the channel. Normally just do reviews and so on, but I thought it might be a good thing just to do something different for a bit, you know. I am busy with the build, so why not just do it. Okay, so as you guys can see, we've got our 2 distro blocks here. So this one is going to be our positive, this one is going to be our negative. Okay, So all this is ready. So basically what we need now is, here's our amplifier wires for the 4-channel Sumalaka. I think this is power base or Star Sound 8 gauge. I don't really know. It doesn't say anyway. I think it's power base 8 gauge. Power base's wires are absolutely awesome. I must say I always use their wiring equipment and never had any issues with them at all. So yeah, let's drop. So basically this is going to be our feed, and from here on we're going to tap out to all the amplifiers. So we're going to keep the bottom nice and clean for our feed, and yeah, the rest is going to be for our amplifiers. So let's take our negative. I have it marked right here. So there's only going to be one wire on here for now, as you guys may know, because we're just going to be wanting to run the 4-channel for now. Later on, like I said, we'll do the copper blocks and so on, but for now that's really not necessary at all. So now let's do our positive. Be sure always, please guys, when you're doing something like this, be sure you tighten these bolts quite a bit. You don't want any loose connection there, messing around with power. You never ever want a loose connection when it comes to power, especially with your ground. That's the way many vehicles actually have burnt down, because loose grounds, bad grounds, weak grounds, you know. So yeah, that is another little tip I can give you guys. So always just make sure your connection is as solid as possible. I'm just going to put this nut back on there just to keep that fuse from falling off. Okay, so basically there you guys have it. Now basically from the batteries terminals, we're going to have our negative feed coming to this wire, and we're going to have our positive feed coming to this wire as well. So what we're going to do now, just want to do that now and get it over and done with. This is our negative ground from the vehicle itself. So this one I'm going to pop onto here, and then we're just going to have a small little 0 gauge battery lead going from the battery to there. So everything is grounded at one point. There is no loops or funny things about it at all. Always keep it as simple as possible. It is almost more than half the time the easiest way to do it. So yeah, let's move the camera back to, I would say, about this position. Ooh. Sorry guys, I dropped you there. So yeah, basically now we're just going to wire the amplifier. That's quite simple. I think we all know how to wire amplifier at this point in stage. So here we've got our negative 8 gauge lead. So we just need to check for the amplifier terminals. I always make a big mistake of actually swapping the positive and the ground with each other. So please don't make that mistake. I've lost plenty of amplifiers that way. It's a very stupid mistake to make. Trust me, it's not as fun as it seems at all. But yeah, we're just tightening that quite a bit. Please, when you get an amplifier with these type of termination blocks at the bottom, amplifiers that don't have the round terminals on the amplifier itself, the ones that has the screw with the plate on it, don't push down on that too hard. When you're tightening it, you may have a risk of actually cracking the board inside of the amplifier where that terminal is soldered to. So just be careful when doing that. Yeah, that's why I normally stay away from amplifiers with those type of terminations, but what can we do? There's not always a viable option to get past that. So yeah, we must deal with what we have and make it work. Now we've got our power connected. Now let's connect our remote. And please guys, when you're doing these type of connections, always make sure there is no power going to the wires you're busy connecting at all. Once you're done, double check all your connections, make sure they're tight, make sure they're proper, and then you can put power on it. But for the meanwhile, whilst you're still busy connecting everything up, please do not have any power on that. You may have a risk of actually burning some shit down. So yeah, let's just find the positive here. So at this point in stage, bridging the amplifier. Okay, so I've got two mids in the front. I'm only running two mids for now. I'm busy with the side panels that's gonna go next to the box for all the other 6-inch mids. So basically a rundown of what I have in the front. I've got two Ice Power Pro 6.5s in the front. Absolutely awesome mids. They are extremely loud and they super clear. Absolutely no distortion on them whatsoever. But yet again, we can have distortion on any type of speaker. As long as you set your amplifier right, even a set of Dixons can get loud without distorting. And trust me, I've tested it and they actually do perform quite well when they're connected on a 4-channel amplifier. And when it's set properly, they actually do sound quite good. So yeah, that's another quick tip for you guys. Always make sure your amplifier is set properly, otherwise you're never going to get any quality out of your system. So yeah, fortunately enough, my good friend Jason over at Future Audio has the SMD DD1. So whenever I need amplifiers set, we go there and we set all our gains with the SMD DD1 and the distortion detector. So that helps out quite a bit, I must say. I'm just going to run this RCA quite neat. Now all these wires I will neaten up as soon as we get our last mono block. But there's the wires so far. So we've got our negative, we've got our remote, we've got our positive, we've got our two StarSound pure copper speaker wires going to the front. And then there's just another quick close-up of the distribution block. There's our battery and our power bank, just to keep you guys charged while I give you guys this quick video. Well, we're sitting on 12 minutes already, so it's not that quick at all. But yeah, so we've got everything wired up now. Basically all we need now is our battery to get sorted out. So basically, where's that lead of mine? So here's the bridge I use, 0 gauge power base. So this is basically gonna go from our distro block to the battery's positive. So let's loosen that bolt up. Put that monstrous thing on there. Always fun struggling with a bigger wire. So yeah, we've got that situated now. Only thing we need to do now is get our positive actually coming from the front of the vehicle to the battery, connected to the battery, as well as our distribution block wire connected to the battery as well. Okay, so we've got that on there. Now it's time for our wires. As you guys may remember, in yesterday's video I actually showed you guys the two power wires I have coming from the front of the vehicle. I explained why I have it that way as well. So yeah, you guys would know the only thing I'm doing now is just connecting them up to the battery so that the battery stays nice and freshly charged all the way. Okay, got that on there. This is always a mission, especially when you've got 3 50x10 lugs, 0 gauge lugs in other words, on one small battery terminal. It always gets a bit tough, but as long as we make sure not to strip our screw, all is well. So yeah, basically all that's left now is just to get our negative bridge. Let me show you guys. So basically there we have the two positives coming from the front of the vehicle charging the back battery. There's our lead going to our positive distro block. So basically that's sorted. Now the only thing we got left to do is to add another ground lead onto this one and actually bring it to the ground of the battery, otherwise we're not going to charge this battery at all. So that's the only thing left to do. So I actually need to go crimp a lug for that and get all that shit ready. So I'm gonna end off this video right here, guys. Next video, I'll be showing you guys the wire I made for this, and then as well going to just be demoing the mids for you guys, just to try and show the quality of the mids at this point in stage. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you guys are interested in the build, please hit that thumbs up button, please hit that subscribe button, share it with all your friends, and yeah, let's get this channel to grow quite a bit in the near future with this new build we're busy with. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate you guys' support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.